Hey kids! I love that. That music's so good. It's like Charlie Brown music, It's our own version.
Hey, welcome to Project Guardians, huh?
Hey, welcome
I'm-
everybody. How are you, Miss Vicki?
I am doing really good. I'm in Milwaukee area and it's winter, but
Mhm.
there's winter and then there's like tolerable winter and it's tolerable this week. It got all the
That's
way up to
good.
40 degrees today. People were out in shorts and the robins were stopping by, like I'm talking about the birds. So it
Yes.
was pretty cool. Yeah, it's like spring for us when it hits 40.
That's awesome. Yeah, everybody here. I still have my sweater on. It's like 60 degrees out. We're all like, "Brr."
Yeah, you're way down like Pompano Beach, is that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We're used to like usually our winters are about 80, 84. And we'll get a week or two where it's like 40, 50, and we're all freezing. But this past couple weeks, we even saw the 20s with the wind chill. It was
Oh
nuts.
my goodness, that's
Yeah, it was pretty
crazy.
crazy. Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
everybody else is freezing. So
oh,
our
yeah,
friend Bill Dodge he's iced in Kentucky. So
really.
um, yeah,
Gotta
yeah,
count your blessings, I guess. So
definitely, definitely. We
um,
got a great show tonight, don't we?
yeah, we do. And we've everything builds, we keep like introducing you to more and more people. I mean, we were doing a lot behind the scenes before we even launched this and told people what we were doing. And I mean, I feel so lucky. Like we got really lucky
Yes.
to find the painter, to have him just fall into our laps like this, like, okay,
Yeah, it's all
we're gonna wait because we got things to tell you, but we don't want to tell you yet.
right. This whole project has just come together. It's organically just becoming what it's supposed to be, and I don't
Mhm.
know, however anybody wants to say it, the universe is just letting it happen the way we need it to. So it's a
Yeah.
good thing.
And we've been talking to more people who want the bike to be at their events, and
Hmm.
and we're looking forward to that part of the project too when it comes. We got to build the bike first, so
Yep. Yep.
we're there, and so things are coming together. Things are starting to get shipped, and until you know a little bit more, it's hard to even like order parts because you can't just take things and just shove them together. Like that's not the way we want this bike to be anyway. I mean, I've seen those, but I've seen those.
Right, and of course, you won the Mac Daddy motor, so of course the basic part to the whole thing is the frame, and that had to be custom built because of dimensions and things like that. Which
Yeah.
Paco builds all their frames, but that one was a little more intrinsic,
Here
with
we got
intricate.
Mama Ditch here.
Yeah,
So
Mama
we were
did.
just talking about her
We
because
were
she's
Mama
going to be
tried.
here until Mama tried, right?
Yeah, it's her
Yeah.
birthday that weekend, so we're all just gonna
Woo!
birthday her out. Oh yes, ma'am.
Woo!
That's it. So yeah, and then we got, I've been reaching out to a couple of folks. I told you last week, Charlie Cruz got some parts for me
Yeah.
that are really good condition parts that I really wanted to have for this project. So that was a bonus. And
Yeah. Is he
yeah,
going
it's
to bring
just,
them? Is he going to bring them to you?
no, he's gonna ship them to me, and
Oh no. Oh,
that's
having him
okay.
in your shop would be
I
a
wish,
little crazy.
maybe I might have to put that bug in his ear. But Miss Pam hasn't been feeling good, so
I know.
yeah. So but that's how it goes. Hey Tommy, hey Jeff, how are
Yeah.
you guys?
Yeah.
Glad you
So
guys
Jeff's
are
a friend of
here.
mine, lives up here. So he did a little thing where he protected pans in my asses with a event we were on, and he realized that we needed somebody to kind of run behind us and on our little bikes, and because we weren't going to be able to keep up and go as fast as everybody else. So Jeff, forever. I mean, that was so nice of you. So
We're so lucky. We have such
yeah,
a
we
great
do.
community. They
Yeah.
have something. Somebody was telling me the other day about adopt a biker and on the road, and I was kind of confused. And I guess it's
Oh,
where people get behind a
yes.
bike when it's like raining and stuff, or to protect them. And I was like, wow, that's a whole different concept. I was like, okay, but we like when our community sticks with us and they watch out for us. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
super
So
cool.
and that's so when we started talking about putting this bike together, that was kind of like some of our thoughts, right? I mean, it just kind of pulls that whole thing, like, how can we serve our community? Like this
Right.
is, a lot of people do a lot of things for a lot of reasons, and I would say that when it comes to motorcyclists, we do so much for everyone else. And we sometimes forget to take care of ourselves. And, charity
Absolutely.
ends at home. It doesn't have to end there, but we
Right.
need to take care of us as well. And
Yep.
I think that that's kind of the groovy thing here is we're doing something for us.
It is super, super cool. And we got the Thunder Beach Motorcycle Rally here. We're just, and it's really cool because it's every time it's an extension of the community. This is we've got people in other countries already talking about this. So it's already getting global reach because we're setting an example of who we are as a community, what we do. It's not always hell on wheels, even though, sometimes it is, but not this time, But yeah, so it's super cool. I love it. And I love that so many people have been reaching out, and I'm appreciative of that. And I have people chasing things down on my list, newer stuff, and some of the companies looking to dig through some of their old stuff, see if they have any new old stock, because maybe there might be one in the warehouse somewhere. They're not sure. So I'm grateful for everybody taking a little extra time because, I want to put everything I can into this and, have it represent exactly what we want. Hey, Tamara, how are you?
So we have a special guest tonight. Like we're, this, what we want to do is we want to keep featuring people that are involved in this. And gosh, I mean, there's a lot of things that give a bike personality, but I don't think there's anything really other than that beautiful motor that would give a bike more personality than its paint.
Yes.
That is what draws a person's initial attention. And we've got somebody special. If we could bring him into the studio.
Yes, we're definitely going to bring him in. This is Robert Howell, and it's Sun God Graphics. And oh my goodness, are you quite the artist, sir? It's nice to have you here.
She was like, oh my God. I mean, she goes, did you see this stuff? And I'm like, yeah.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
I got to see it in person.
When we get to the pictures, when we get to the pictures, though, which we will do. But thank you for being here tonight, taking time out, and we're gonna rattle your cage a little bit and get a little info on you and kind of share you with the world because that's what we love to do. That's what all of this is about. The stories.
Looking forward to it.
Cool. So I have to ask you, it's a little bit crazy, but how is it that you just all of a sudden popped up out of nowhere? I've been in this industry for so long, and usually you see the great talented artists, and you were hidden like under a rock from me. I was like, oh my goodness. We're gonna make sure I'm gonna put your stuff up on my socials and everything because everybody needs to definitely see what you got going on here. It's just crazy. How did you get started?
Yeah. I've been painting. I've been doing art my whole life. I mean, my parents really encouraged me. They probably just saw that I was good at it and I wasn't great at other things like school. So they encouraged me to doing art. Yeah, and it's really fun. I kind of did a lot, and I'm really lucky. I kind of tell the story. I had this art teacher in like middle school, and we were doing paintings, oil paintings or something. You got to let oil paintings dry, and so I don't have a lot of patience. And so I was working on like 3 oil paintings at the same time because one would get too wet, so I'd move to another one, and then I'd move to the next one. He finally saw me. He's like, "Man, have you ever heard of an airbrush?" And I was like, no, not really. And he's like, well, they gave us one. He's like, I don't know how to use it, but if you want to try it, like take it, whatever, like give it a shot. And I did. And, back then it was before the internet and stuff. So it was just kind of self-taught. We had one little art store and they didn't really know anything about it. And I just kind of learned it. And I look back now and I'm like, that dude gave me a career because otherwise I don't know how long it would take me to find an airbrush.
What was that teacher's name? Let's shout out to the teacher.
Yeah, Mr. Crouch. I would be surprised if he's even still around. He was old then. He was just
I love it.
Humble, awesome old man. Yeah, he's actually the first person to ever bought a piece of art from me too. I drew a picture of a cat or something and he loved it. And he's like, "Oh my God, I love that." And so you can have it. And he's like, "No, you never give your artwork away." He's like, I'll pay for it. You know, he probably gave me $4, $5 for it, but whatever. But he was the first thing I'd ever sold to somebody, so he was
Did
cool.
he make you sign it? Did he make sure you have your
instrumental in
signature
my.
on everything?
Oh yeah, yep,
Oh yeah.
for sure.
That's fabulous. Got to shout out to all the teachers. I think that is
Yeah,
one of
right.
the things that is truly they don't know at the time just who they've impacted throughout the course of their career, and the good ones, they do exactly what that teacher did for you. So hopefully if he's still alive, he gets somebody to at least remind him of the impact he left, because wow, what a great start he got for you. I know Miss Aaron's in the background, but before we talk anymore, I would really love to show everybody watching exactly some examples of what you do, because when you see this portrait, you're just going to be like, what in the heck? I'm not cursing today. All right. Oh yes, and wait, he was People's Choice for 2025 SEMA. Look at that.
And that was in Las Vegas in October.
Yep.
So that's the kind of detail that Robert can do, and his use of color is just amazing. So
fabulous.
Yeah, so he can actually do it all, because some it's about color and some it's not. So tell us about.
Oh, look at this.
Tell us a little bit about what these are. What you're doing here.
Those are
Well,
helmets,
obviously
aren't
there's a helmet. That's a Simpson helmet that I did. We actually did that as a giveaway. The guy won paint job. The other side, goalie mask for the LA Kings. That's actually kind of going back to her first question. That's kind of what I'd say most of my business is hockey mask, goalie mask. I'm from the North originally, and I played hockey my life, and so I kind of got into that industry because like my parents weren't going to pay to have my goalie mask painted, and so I learned to paint it myself, and had buddies I had a lot of buddies that were dirt bike riders and race car drivers, and they all wanted me to paint their masks and their helmets and stuff, and so I started doing that. I've been lucky to kind of turn it into a career. I mean, probably 60% of my business is just masks that I do for NHL, pro, college, even just beer league guys. But
you still play hockey,
that's one
right?
of those. I do still play hockey, yeah.
And you're.
Don't you live in Texas?
I do, believe it or not. Yeah, we actually have a pretty decent little hockey community down here in Austin.
I was gonna say they have ice rinks everywhere. I don't know why I'm surprised, but yeah, I guess
Yeah.
Nice. We got Michael Hupy here saying keep up the great work too. That's
awesome. Mike, who made that huge donation to us and wants to donate more. So we're going to be actually talking with them about that in the next couple of weeks.
Super cool. Miss Erin, you going to show us some more pictures? Cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Who doesn't love Evel Knievel? Oh my God, look at that portrait. Oh my goodness, those are just so.
I'm sorry, I was going to say that customer he found that helmet. He bought like a storage unit or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was an actual 1976 Bell helmet, which was similar to like what Evel would wear.
Right.
So he brought it to me originally. He wanted to just do an Evel replica, like just make it like Evel's helmet. And I just I thought about it, and that would have been a really easy project, whatever. But I was like, well, do you trust me, man? Like, because I really want to do something cool. And so I wanted to make it kind of look like it had been worn and that it had like portraits stuck to it and taped to it. That's what we did.
That's fabulous.
So. His daughter is now riding. I saw Kristen.
Oh, really?
Was that Kristen?
Really?
Yeah, his daughter now is
cool.
riding.
That's super cool.
Or granddaughter. I don't know which, but Gina Woods just interviewed her. So
I have to go back and watch it. I missed her last night. That's a bummer.
Yeah. I think it was this last week. So, skateboards. I mean, he'll paint anything, you guys. So
Barbie,
whatever your project is.
Barbie's got tattoos. Hey, check that out. I like it. I got a story for that. Not now.
Barbie.
Yeah, that's funny. That one.
That's it.
Like that's how I feel on any given day. But you captured his look. I mean, that's
like
every line, his face. I mean, I have pictures. I follow Danny a lot, and I'm very much a fan of his work from when I was a kid. I mean, when we were younger, when his career started, and wow, that is just
that's killer. Yeah.
Jerry Garcia. Now that's fabulous. That's me all day. I can hang that in my room for sure.
Dancing bears.
And who is that next with the little?
I don't know that it's anybody in particular. I think it was just a model that I found a picture of online and liked how
The
I
light.
liked the contrast. Yeah, it's super dark on one side and really light on the other side.
Oh my God, I'd love to see you paint a picture of your own version of Marilyn Monroe. I can only imagine with the detail. That's a thing, Look at that.
I
Oh,
see him
that's
do
nice.
Indian Larry. So anyway.
Yeah. I like that. Look at that. That's good. I like that. And that's a different kind of graphic.
Yeah,
What do
he
you
was
call
really
that?
wanting to go with something. I mean, I don't know. He was that customer was interesting. I'll say that.
It reminds me of
he just
remember Shazam? That guy. Shazam used to throw the
He came to me and he wanted a Chicago Bears motorcycle, but he didn't want it to say Chicago Bears or have any logos on it or anything. And so I'm like, okay, so we can use the colors then. And but like, yeah, but I don't really want it that deep orange or that navy blue. So I was like, so it's not going to be a Chicago Bears. What you're asking of me, but
I hope we were almost like that when we were talking about paint. He was probably going, I have no idea what they want.
Don't you worry. That inspired me. That inspired me to give you more ideas.
I had lots of thoughts about it since we had our chat. So
I like that. The Grinch. That is
yeah,
so cool.
This is a guy up in Killeen, Texas, who literally every Christmas he does the full on makeup and everything and dresses like the Grinch and does toy runs and takes, goes and takes pictures of kids and takes toys of kids and stuff. And he came to me, he wanted a Grinch bike and he wanted to like cover the thing in Grinch stuff. And I was like, that's awesome, man. But then you're just going to have like a Grinch bike 24/7. Like it's always going to be a Grinch bike. And so we ended up talking him into doing like the colors and the whole bike has kind of some subtle candied portraits of the Grinch around it. But so when you see it from a distance, it's kind of a lime bike. But
yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, that's super cool. I've been to Killeen, Texas. I like Texas. Yeah. Texas is cool. I've been to Brownsville. Yeah. I was at the Blue Door bar where the reason women don't go in the front door of that bar. I had to find that out the hard way. Everybody stopped. They looked at me like I was like, oops, sorry, I had to go around back. It's pretty funny. Texas is do they still drive friendly there?
Oh, they're crazy in Texas.
They like get over.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say great.
They're not friendly.
I mean, I'm in Austin and the drivers in Austin are ridiculous, but
where do you like to ride?
I think ever since these things right here, I don't think many drivers are good anywhere. Yeah,
that's true. Where do you you ride? Obviously, you ride. What do you ride?
Yeah, I have an 06 Street Bob.
Oh, nice. Very nice. And did you custom paint it, or is it just stock because you're busy painting everybody else's?
It is stock. It's stock black.
I knew it. I knew it.
How'd you get into crazy? I know, right?
How'd you get into riding motorcycles?
My parents rode. My dad rode my whole life growing up and stuff. He was a rider, and then later on, my mom rode on the back of his bike until she got tired of that and got her own bike, and so they've always rode. And yeah.
How did you meet Glenn Larson? You're
like a spokesperson, right?
Yeah, you're the motorcycle.
Yeah,
marketing.
Branding stuff, for the motorcycle side of it. It just it was like through social media and stuff. He saw my art, and Glenn's a big supporter of the arts and music and everything else, and he kind of knew that's what he was looking for a brand manager. He wanted somebody that was artistic and stuff, and so we talked and see if it works out, and it's worked out for like 5 years now. So
I like seeing all the pictures. The community loves you. They like seeing you all over places and stuff. That's super cool. I mean, that speaks volumes about who you are as a person. Yeah. And of course, you see people through their artwork, you can kind of imagine who and what they are. But like the pictures in the community, everybody, I've read some of the social posts and stuff. You're very well thought of. So that's super cool. That makes it even better, because that's part of our story for this motorcycle.
Well, and his wife is she's in the service. She's over in Germany right now, right?
Of course.
Yeah, well, she works for the Department of Defense. Yeah, so she's overseas in Germany.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Very cool. Not a great, that's not a, that's a, you never know kind of thing. So she's obviously very supportive of your artwork. What do you think is her favorite piece of art you've ever done?
Man, her favorite piece. That'd be a good question. That Jerry Garcia was actually for her because she's a big
Okay.
Deadhead. I think she's a pretty big fan of that. Mhm. I drew a picture of our son when he was in boot camp in the Navy. Just a drawing, but I think she's pretty fond of that.
Did you
I
say
don't
of
know. I'm
our
gonna have to ask her
son?
what her favorite.
I
Our
thought I
son,
heard
yeah.
I heard him say that. What?
Did you say a
Yeah.
picture
No,
of
I
our son when he was in boot camp? How old are you? I thought you look like, what is it? What's the Will Smith and Martin movie? He's like, you look like you're 30. Reggie, you look like you're 15.
yeah.
How could you have a kid that's in boot camp?
I re- I have a 31-year-old. Yeah, I'm 50. I'll be turning
Damn.
51 this year. Yeah.
Wow. It must be in the water in Texas or something. Holy smack, really. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have, yeah. Even 30, I wouldn't have paid attention to 30, so that's pretty good. You age
Uh,
well. That's good.
living. All that clean living.
Can I ask?
Now do you have a separate place where you have your studio that you do your painting in, or is that at your home?
I
Uh-oh.
do. I have a studio here at home that I work out of. Oh, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. For a second we didn't, but you're back.
Yeah, I have a studio here at home that I work out of, and I do have a. I actually have, multiple friends that have stuff that I use. I used to have a studio, but stuff in
Don't have to
Texas
tell
is,
any of your
especially in
kids,
Austin.
it sounds like that's a secret. It's kind of like, oh, it's supposed to
Yeah, well, yeah.
Prank caller, prank caller, prank caller.
And then you also you have like a favorite paint, like a favorite brand, and you reached out to them. You want to tell us about that donation?
Yeah, we were lucky to have a company called Custom Paints. They're out of Florida. They're very much, I would say, a competitor of House of Color. They're a really good automotive urethane paint. And yeah, I reached out to them and told them what we were doing, and they were all on board and said that they would definitely love to support the project. So they're on
And
board.
there's
So
that
yeah,
clapping
which is
again.
great, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
Yay.
because
Yeah.
it's such
I mean,
a
if
Aaron
anybody
let the
knows who's
dog
painted
out.
a motorcycle, yeah. And just that's part. I mean, the cost of paint, especially good quality urethane paint, has gone through the roof. I mean, the cost of clear
Through the
coat and
roof.
stuff. So that's a big donation.
yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Excited.
So if you were like say you were painting one of your masks or a helmet or something like that, and you could do any kind of artwork that you wanted that is in your wheelhouse, because obviously you do everything, what would you paint? What's something you would paint that you like to paint?
I love classic stuff. I love pinup girls.
I saw
Actually,
those
like
on your
the
website.
top, this one right here is mine. This is my mask that I
Okay.
use.
Oh
So
Oh,
yeah.
that's
nice.
actually which way I gotta go? This way. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually a portrait of my wife I did on the side of it.
Oh,
I
But
how
love
cool
it.
is that?
has my little name on the side.
Oh
But
yeah.
I like the
Cool.
old retro World War II 1940s style. I've done a
Hmm.
couple masks. But I don't know, I've got 4 or 5 masks that I wear, and I've done one that's really gothic and, like a
So you have one
scary
for
nurse
every
on the
mood.
side. I
You got
kind of
one for every
do.
mood.
I kind of do.
I like it. I like it. That's cool. So, um, if you could pick any motorcycle that you could paint, like any motorcycle, no matter what brand, what year, whatever it is there something that you always want to get your hands on? Like, I mean, I always wanted to ride a Vincent Black Shadow, so that's something like in
All
what I
right.
want to ride. But if there was something you could paint, could you tell us what it would be?
Man, I don't know. I mean, what's kind of funny about that is that I actually had a West Coast chopper for a lot of years, and that was the thing. I bought it during the recession when the prices were down low, and after
Right.
the chopper kind of died, a little bit. And I always said I was going to paint that because that was always kind of my dream bike. Was just the classic, no frills, or like not a lot of stuff on it, but Then I got talked out of painting it because it had featured an Easy Rider, and everyone's like, "Oh, you want to leave that paint job on there?" And I started collecting parts for it, but never did paint it. Same as a bike. Yeah, I don't know. I know what I would love to do is a drag bike, like just because I think it's awesome watching
Like a
it, and
drag
so I
race
think
bike?
yeah, something like that. That'd be cool.
Okay. Well, we got lots of racers that listen to us and that follow us. So you never know. You just said it. You put it out in the universe. Could happen.
Right, that's exactly
Absolutely.
manifest.
Like doing the race bike and
Right.
with
And
Barry
then,
and yeah.
yeah. Have you ever have you painted? I'm sure you've painted for celebrities. Obviously, you've painted for celebrities.
I mean, yeah, I really haven't much. I mean, I guess, I painted for the NHL, so those guys are celebrities to me. They're pro
Yeah.
athletes, but
Yeah,
I'm
they
trying to
are.
think. I mean, other
Absolutely.
than like it's not Danny Trejo actually really wanted after he saw that painting and he actually signed it. And then he really wanted me to work on one of his lowriders and do some like one of the trunks on it. And we had
Nice.
talked about it, and he actually, I don't know, it's hilarious is that all of his handlers and stuff are all women. They're all like his aunts and stuff. They're
Yeah.
super sweet, but they're also like these very business like Mexican ladies. And they had reached out to me and was just like, would you be interested if we brought you into California and stuff? And I was all about it. And then COVID hit. And so like I
Oh,
kind of lost contact with him. So I probably need to reach back
well,
out.
you should follow up on that because that's a good idea. But if
Yeah.
you could pick somebody, if you could pick somebody, whether they were alive or not, that was a celebrity that you could paint for, is there anybody like that you would just pick out of the top of your head?
I'd love to paint a bike for Brad Pitt just because that guy seems super dope. And he's a
Oh,
writer.
yeah. Yes.
Does he
you
write?
seen- Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he writes a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
written a
He
lot.
actually, I was reading an article. Yeah, I was gonna say that I've read an article where like a lot of the movie companies want him to sign writers that won't let him ride like while they're filming the movies and stuff because the insurance is so high. But
Yep. Absolutely. That's a good one. Again, another one we put out in the universe. Who knows? Maybe he catches
Right.
a glimpse and it'll come.
Keanu too. Keanu Reeves.
Oh
I'm only
yeah.
looking at like guys like that ride bikes. Like I've heard nothing but good things about Keanu too, and
He's a really
cool
good
to paint
guy
some.
and he's a sweetheart. Yeah, he's got them arch
That's what I've heard.
motorcycles. He probably needs.
I think
probably
he
needs
should
one.
be there on the stage to pick the ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
awesome.
And guess what else I heard? I heard Ransom Richmond's going to be there. So
Really,
yeah,
we love Branscombe.
Can't
He's
tell
so.
you. Don't tell anybody. I think I just said it publicly. Oops.
You did. Now all we got to do is get Lorenzo to be his sidekick and
Yeah,
Steve
right.
and Tyler in tow, and it'll be like we're at a buffalo chip party. I love it.
There you
I
go.
love it. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you ever met any of those guys, Robert?
Met what's the guy that's the drummer's name from Aerosmith?
Oh,
He lives down
Xavier?
the street from me.
Xavier.
Oh no, I know Xavier
Yeah.
because his
Drummers.
shop is
Every time
literally
somebody
just,
says drummer, I think Xavier. I don't think I know
yeah,
anybody
Xavier's
else.
shop's just down the street from me. He's actually a really good buddy, a friend of mine that built bikes here in Austin.
Nice. That
He's
is
a
so
really nice
cool.
guy.
He's super good. That's cool.
Yeah.
So tell us some of your upcoming projects and well, tell me a little bit about something that you definitely hope people will consider. Like, I don't know, do you want any like input from the circus? Because we got a whole circus. We got all these people. Look at all these people that are watching us. I know you can't see it, but
Oh,
it's
man.
so cool. They're
We
all
should
there.
definitely like throw it out to people and tell them, yeah, what do they think we should paint on the
I
bike?
put
Like
a
we've
note
all been
out
kind of
there. I said, listeners, I said, we might not do what you want, but what would you like us to consider?
Yeah,
So
right.
I was very like,
Enough.
like, well, we'll listen to you, but
Yeah.
Right? It's
Hey,
fun.
You never know. Sometimes
You
you
never
throw
know.
enough
You know
enough
what?
spaghetti at the wall. Once in a while, a noodle will stick.
Seriously. Yeah,
Well,
you
and
just never know.
I've had people come up to me and be like, you should do this. I'm like, how did I never think of that? That's an amazing idea. Like you never know.
Right.
Sometimes
Right.
people have
And
We do have
and
kind of
great
a big
ideas.
announcement that we want to make too at
yeah.
some point, but I don't want to cut you off if you're still drilling into his brain, because we're like,
Well, we
'cause
want to
we're
know as
getting
much as
we're
we
getting to
can.
know you.
We're
so-
gonna get to, and we're gonna get to know you more because we'll
Mhm.
have you on camera and we're gonna do all
Oh,
kinds of
yeah.
stuff. But
and we're sitting together at the Hall of Fame. We got our table this week. So Robert and Glenn and you and I and Tony Pan, and we're all going to be, sitting at the table. So at the Hall of Fame breakfast. So that'll be very cool.
That's gonna be cool.
yes,
And then the
That'd be very
drawing is
cool.
afterward at the Pearwoods Paint Show. So yeah, it's going to be a heck of a summer.
yeah, it's gonna be a heck of a summer. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And
Oh, we got
we're-
Lacey. Lacey just came on. So
Hey,
she's
Miss
the
Lacey
manager of the
the
Sturgis
museum.
Museum. So
Yes.
Oh, okay.
yeah. And so she's here for the big announcement too.
All right,
Are we ready for that, or do we?
I'm ready. You ready?
You ready? Yeah, let's go for it, Aaron.
I'm ready.
It's all you, Aaron. Pow!
Look at that.
So, and we're going to make a bigger announcement tomorrow, but we wanted you all to know first that you can use this QR code, or you can go to the Sturgis Museum and you can find the tickets there. Just go to the store, and it's $25 a ticket. We really had to talk about how we wanted this to be affordable for everyone, and it's going to be electronic, so it's not like people need to wait and try to get their ticket in their last minute or anything. It's like, it's fair for everybody. Just get your tickets, and if you want to get 5 tickets for $100, then you put a discount code in. It's raffle 2026. You'll see that when you go to buy your ticket, the discount code is right there. So buy 4, get 1 free, or $25 a ticket. But hey, you might as well just go for the 100, right? I mean,
We can buy tickets too. Can we buy tickets?
I was gonna say, can I get my phone and QR code that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I can't
the
really buy a
rules,
ticket.
Lacey. I don't know.
I guess we'll have to look into that. Everybody, well, it's picked by a computer.
Since it's
So-
picked by a computer, I don't know why not. But I mean, because I want to win this bike too,
Yeah, right. Me too. It's like, okay. And Don's like, that's not even right. And I'm like, yes, it is. I'm like, I wouldn't build anything. I wouldn't want to ride myself. So what are you talking about? He's like, you're so funny. I love it.
Actually, the 3 of us are the 3 that are going to be on the insurance to be able to ride this bike. So
I
we're
love it.
we're fortunate enough to be able to take this little thing for this this big motor for a spin. So
Oh, me, you, and Don, right?
and Robert.
And
And
Robert.
Don, of
Oh,
course. Yeah, Don. Yeah, your husband.
Yeah,
comes in-
because
comes along with
so I test ride his stuff. He test rides my stuff. So it's kind of pretty good, And that's total trust. When it comes to being married, that is absolute trust. When you can put the last bolt in something and say, "Okay, honey, start it up, tune it,
Yeah,
say
jump
it's
on it.
ready for a ride, and go ahead." For me, when he says that, he says, "Oh, I'll take the first spin." I think that's true trust. But
I want somebody here to go. Lacey wants to win it too.
yes, yes.
I want somebody here to go buy tickets and tell us everything's working good. So
Okay.
can somebody go buy tickets?
I could buy a ticket. Let's see.
Yeah.
The QR code works. I got it. So we're just gonna do a test run, right? So view details. Okay, let's see how this works. Ticket, add to cart, and then check out.
Look at there's Robert's picture. Gnarly dude with all those tattoos that you're hiding there below the camera.
I like it. That's super
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, Glenn didn't let me tattoo him last week. I had his wolf head and everything, and then he didn't make it to the wine and cheese thing where your family could have put some color on him.
That's funny.
That night, I was wandering around Vegas, and I had 2 or 3 people ask me if I got new ink on my neck. I was like, no, it's temporary.
I did a temporary tattoo on his neck. I was temporary tattooing people in Las Vegas last week.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that.
I did what we said too. I took a picture of it. I took a random picture of it and just sent it to my wife and didn't say anything. I said, this happened. And she came back and she's like, you didn't. And she said, she looked at it and she was like, that's not a real tattoo.
That's funny. That is actually really funny.
That was fun.
So, Yeah, I'm doing this while we're talking about it. But yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now I love that. So you can get your tickets and you
Yeah.
can buy them,
Yeah.
and we will start as soon as we start on our.
And because Robert is so talented, and this bike is going to be a nod to the past, while honoring both our past and our future. So that's kind of our directive, is that kind of thing. And
Right.
but we really wanted to give Robert enough of a canvas that he could show off his work. So he's going to have nice sized tanks, no peanut tank on here, and he's going
No.
to have nice big fenders to be able to paint. So we're kind of excited about just the whole thing, and thank you, Robert, for accepting this challenge. But being part of this wonderful project that we're doing means a lot.
It doesn't matter.
Excited.
It really does matter.
Yeah.
And
It's
not
gonna
for
be cool.
anything in the world. I mean, like, so you're helping us mark. We're not just adding to the legacy, but we're also, inspiring the future. So when they get to look at your artwork and stuff, that someone will have a conversation with you and you'll tell them that same story that you told us about your middle school teacher, and that's going to inspire somebody. You'll leave an impact on somebody with that. So, I mean, multiple people as the story goes. So that's like super cool, I think, personally.
Yeah. It's always fun.
I think that's why. Hang on a second. I think I got this. I just have to. I'm not the best at this computer stuff. I know Miss Vicki. So, what's your next event, Robert? What do you got coming up for you?
I actually have an ink and tattoo, or what do they call it? Ink and iron. It's like a tattoo and art show down at our local Harley shop that I'm going to do this Saturday.
Okay.
Is it going to be at Cowboy Harley Davidson?
Yeah, Cowboy.
Yeah, Cowboy. Yep. Okay. Yeah,
I
we're
love that place.
planning a class there, so we got
that place is awesome.
Yep. Yeah, that's what that's one of Morse's shops over here, and they're a great shop. They're like a regular motorcycle. Some of the Harley shops have gotten really corporate. That one's not corporate. It's cool.
It's cool. It is cool. I was in Cowboy Harley Davidson probably 20 years ago, and they were so awesome. And it's a Teddy Morse place now. Mr. Morse owns it.
Yep, it is.
That's fabulous because he's good like that. He's super good like that. Yeah, I'm trying to make this work. It's not the thing. It's me, I'm sure, but I'll make it happen. So tell everybody where they can find you, how they can find you, your Instagram, your Facebook, your website.
Yeah, I've got all. Website is Sun God Custom Graphics, and Instagram I believe is 61, and I'm actually just on Facebook under my name, Robert Howell. Or you can look up. I've got a business page too. That's Sun God Custom Graphics. But
okay, all right. So what would you say? What would you say one of your most elaborate paint jobs? What kind of there's price range for everything. So like give them a kind of.
I don't know, like, because I really do price by project, and just like, I always tell people that, I'm quoting a price on a Sportster right now, and I told the guy it could be anywhere from $1,500 to $10,000. Depends what all we decide to do to it.
Right, and that's all in how much airbrush work you do, and how much actual detail and
striping and gold leaf and all that stuff. Once people start wanting to doing portraits or different things like that starts driving up prices. But it all depends.
Well, and I get that too, because I mean I've seen paint jobs. We have someone here that's in this area, and he does some elaborate stuff. But I mean, I've watched. I've seen people, upwards of $25,000-$30,000 for a paint job, and like, wow, it's kind of crazy. But again, he was doing like a lot of those. I saw you have some of that stuff too. That the color blocking when you have to. I can't imagine having to match two saddlebags. I know you can't see both sides of the bike at the same time, but I can't
Yeah, but you're
imagine.
still trying
And
to.
then right, and then there's times like I've seen bikes that they'll do the graphics, and then when you stand back and you look at it, one side of the tank, the graphics down here or up there, so that's extensive detail. Like, is there
So much
something
of it.
like? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so much of it goes back to like you though. I mean, I've gotten parts from motorcycle builders that, then I start getting on them and I'm doing body work on them. Like these things are not straight at all. They're,
Right.
it's saddlebags that are wavy, fenders that are wavy, tanks that are uneven. Like it's crazy,
Oh
but
yeah,
it
and
always goes back to.
I can honestly say you won't have that issue with me because I learned a long time ago from fab people in the industry. What I noticed that they do is what do the kids say nowadays? They slap that shit together. So they'll just kind of put it up there. They don't tighten the bolt all the way. You have to go through the whole procedure. You have to put the proper spacers. You have to tighten all the bolts. You have to do everything. I mean, where there's lock nuts, I'll use a regular nut. But everything is tightened to exactly where it's supposed to be so that I know everything fits properly. I did have a painter years ago. She dropped a frame she was hanging it. She dropped it, painted it, sent it back. I said, you dropped my frame. She's like, how would you know that? I'm like, okay, listen, the forward control don't go on. It's like, sideways. Like there's some things to it that I can kind of see, She's like, oh no, that's the way they made the frame. I'm like, yeah, no, nice try. But I totally get what you mean too, because they will, when they're fabricating, they don't take into consideration a lot of it has to be down. That's where me and my husband, that's why we're a good tag team, is because we have OCD about that. Everything has to be exactly the way it is when it is going to be finally assembled in order for you to get the proper alignment. Like you said, the paint schemes, the paint jobs, when you're doing intricate striping and stuff like that, it can't be a miss, like you're going to love me. We're going to have lots of conversations about paint. I'll be like, oh, I marked this little thing over here. And just where you see, there's a little scribe over there and there's a line here and a line there. And that's my mark for that. And you'll be like, oh my God. But you'll be like, wow, I really liked working with her because I'm not going to be a pain in your ass. And in the regard of, messing up your stuff.
Besides that, you're in Florida and he's in Texas. So like,
listen, that don't much matter. He's got natural God-given talent. So they're connected in ways that most of us don't always have, that's, you got to watch out for those. So what's your favorite position in a hockey game? Like, where do you play? What's your thing?
I'm a goalie.
How did I know?
Yeah, right. I'm the guy that likes letting them shoot pucks at my head.
But that's a biker thing. It's a biker man thing. They enjoy that. I don't know why, but most biker guys I know that play hockey are usually goalies. That's pretty good. Pretty good. The guys that ride the Suzuki's and the Go Fast bikes, they're usually the ones that are out there, tossing the thing around. Yep, those guys. Yeah. That's awesome. Very cool. Now, you're going to come to my shop, correct?
Yep.
Sounds
like that's the plan.
Down to the nitty gritty, and you're going to actually put the tanks. You're going to help me put the tanks and the fenders on, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Actually, I might just let Don in there too, because he's going to be like, "Can I get in there or what?" So I'll let you, because he's my guy when it comes to that. Like, so he's the man that can drill a hole where there should have been one, or somebody bonded over, painters, fab guys. Yeah. So he's done custom bikes where he wasn't the fab person, and he's had to fix the stuff. So he literally, again, he's got God-given natural talent like you. So it's a different thing. But yeah, I let him do the paint. Yeah, he's really good at that. I'm more in the nitty gritty of it, making it all.
And then once we get all this fabulous stuff done, then it's going to have a photo shoot at Tennessee Motorcycles and Music. Pretty cool, right? So it's going to get its little like by the river photo shoot.
Yeah, that's going to be so cool. And Felicia's going to take the pictures, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's so good. Another natural talent. That's another one. I'm so happy. And Easy Riders has just been so gracious with their shout outs online and sharing stuff, and the whole team there. Everybody's, what can we do? What can we do to help? Bandit hasn't called to scare me again yet. Yeah, right. Yep. That's So I do hope that somewhere in there we can sneak in an Easy Ride or something, time capsule. Have to see, maybe if Bandit sees this or something, he's got some old little trinket that we could like kind of replicate into the paint or something like that. Maybe
we've got all kinds of little things that we want to put into this that, I think it's going to be one of those things where people are going to be looking at the bike for a while because they're going to be like, oh, look at this. Oh, did you see
That's the
this
goal.
part? I mean, this, there's the paint, but we have other artists like when you saw Jeffrey Phipps, his beautiful work. And we've got Rob Ategre. So we've got him. We've got Dana KT.
Dana from
from Metalwood Garage. Yeah, so
it's gonna be fabulous.
It's gonna keep coming together in a very cool way. So so thank you, Robert. Though big thing that you are doing for us, and that's why you were up there on the billboard with the players here. So thank you.
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be awesome. Please thank your wife for helping keep us safe too. We appreciate that.
I will. I'll thank her. Yeah. I don't want to get in too big of a head though.
Boy, I tell you guys, we live with men. There's no way we can compete with you. So let her have all she can have. Come on now.
Whatever. I tell people all the time she's way more impressive than me. That's for sure.
And I bet she says the same thing about you. See, that's why it works well.
I tell people that goalie mask I showed you guys. I painted that portrait of her on the side, and that was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done in my life. Like, of all the things I've painted on private jets. Like, I was so nervous because her and I have been together forever. We've been together for like 20 years, and so I'm like, she would have zero problem telling me that sucks if it sucked. I was like, oh, I gotta make this perfect.
I love it.
All you gotta do is skinny down the face a little bit and give her a really pretty slap. You got it.
I tell them all the time.
Oh my God.
Holiday gifts, you just buy small underwear and say, really, that's not your size, babe? I'll let you take it back. It serves two purposes. If she didn't like it, she'll take it back at something else, and she just thinks you think she's always skinny. That's what Don does. He's really smart like that. I love that, man. That's so cool. Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited. I hope everybody makes extra time to go and follow Sun God Graphics on the channels and check out the website.
Tell your friends about Project Guardians. Keep helping us grow this. We got to get the
share and follow.
Kathy Drexler. Oh, speaking of talented people, Kathy Drexler's on here. Drex. She is. You won't find her if she's not doing anesthesia. She's got a camera with a lens this big.
Oh yeah, Kathy.
You know who Drex is? Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. That's so cool. Yeah. We have we're lucky to be around a lot of incredible people, and we're so glad that we get an opportunity to share you guys with them. And them with you. So that's super cool. Very, very good. Thank you so much again for making time. Okay, everybody, make sure that you follow Project Guardians, share, go and get your tickets, and just stay updated because we'll be here next week and we're going to have more great stuff for you and some updates and some video footage coming during the week. So keep an eye out.